Hey, what's going on guys? It's Michael Favaloro here. Welcome to episode 2 of New Generation MLM. So today I'm going to be teaching you guys the number one mistake that most MLMers make when trying to recruit on social media. And it's a funny mistake because when I look back, it was a problem that I was a victim of. And when I was recruiting on social media, not that I recruited anyone, I prospected about 20 to 30 people a day. I was adding 50 people a day on social media, and I was doing it all wrong. I remember out of all those 20 to 30 people I would talk to, I would barely get any responses. I would literally not get any success from it, and I wouldn't get anyone interested in what I have to offer to them. And I remember after those 2 months of trying to recruit people on social media, I felt lost, and I was like, what am I doing wrong? Really, what am I doing wrong? And that's when I realized, from yesterday's episode, we're in a marketing industry, okay? And the biggest problem I had, and the biggest problem that most network marketers have when they go social media recruiting, is that they're not focused on solving their customers' problems, okay? And they're not focused on helping someone and giving value to them, all right? Because when you go there and when you try to just recruit people just like that without aiming to help them, they're going to feel it. And what ends up happening is that they're going to just run away. All right? So I actually remember a big realization for me was when I was recruiting on LinkedIn as well. So I was going ham. I was going Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, just trying to find anyone and everyone. All right? But I remember I got approached, I got cold added by this specific guy, and he said this script to me, literally he didn't even say hi, I didn't say hi, and he just straight away pitched an opportunity. He was like, hey Michael, you look like an awesome person with a dynamic LinkedIn profile. If you're interested, I'd love for you to maybe speak to me if you have your options available for a plan B. And it was funny, I read that and I was like, are you serious? You can't just ask that to me. And I was kind of annoyed. I was like he didn't have permission to just ask me something like that. I didn't even know him. I didn't have a relationship with him. I don't know who this guy was. I'm in Sydney. He was in Sydney. But still, even though I wasn't halfway across the world, even though he could have been near me, he didn't have permission to just pitch that to me and just ask me if I have my options available for another plan. And that fired me up. I was like, how could you do that? So I aggressively wrote back, regrettably, I wrote back don't ever ask that to me because I don't even know you. That's rude. Don't say that. And I remember I just blocked him. And it kind of went over my head at the time that it was the wrong thing to do. And it was only until another 2 weeks later where I got added by another dude, and I was like, here we go, because I saw him call to message me some big sentence, and it was the exact same script, So they would have been on the same team or something, or maybe they bought the same course off the guru that is teaching all these similar scripts that everyone's using. And it was the same one. It was like, hey Michael, I see you have a dynamic LinkedIn profile. Are you keeping your options available for a plan B? And I was like, you know what, I've had it. So I didn't even write back to him. I just blocked him. I'm like, you know what? If this is pissing me off, then obviously it's not working for them. All right. So, and I was like, what do I need to do to, do something different that will actually make the customer feel like they're appreciated? Because it didn't make me feel appreciated. And most likely it wouldn't make 90% of other people appreciated as well, because no one wants someone just to come up to them and just pitch them an opportunity just like that, all right? So I started realizing that we're in a marketing industry, and I started looking up the definition of marketing, and I found out what you need to do to actually bring people into your downline if you're going to cold prospect people, all right? And what you need to do is that you need to give value, okay? Because the number one problem people make when they try to recruit on social media is that they use all these scripts and they use all these magic words that will bring people into their downline. But really, the biggest problem is that they're not going in to solve their customers' pain points. Okay? Like, that's the biggest point you can take away from this episode. You need to solve your customers' pain points before going in with your opportunity, okay? If you just go in with your opportunity, you don't know what their pain point is. You don't know what they're struggling with. And therefore, you don't know if you're solving the problem that they really need. So you're just going in blind, all right? Whereas if you go in, right, instead of just talking to all these people, and just trying to invite them to a three-way call or your opportunity, what if you go in with the mindset of helping them? What if you go in and what if you throw away all the prospecting tactics out the window, you throw out all your pitching opportunity out the window, and you just go in with a mindset of wanting to help them. You go in with wanting to build a genuine relationship. You want to actually build trust. You actually want to be vulnerable and open up what you struggle with, so they open up with what they struggle with. And when they open up with what they struggle with, is that you have permission to give them a solution, all right? And when you do that, you're solving their pain point, you're solving their frustration. And that's like the missing link to your success in network marketing, okay? So do me a favor, or do yourself a favor, and start giving value to people. I remember when I was prospecting, I would literally do the same as what those guys were messaging me. I'd try different scripts. I'd try like, hey, are you interested in another opportunity? Like, just off the bat. Or I'd go with, hey, my name's Michael. I want to connect with people around the area. What do you do? And what I realized is that they're not the right scripts to say, right? You shouldn't be following any scripts. You should be following the right words to build a relationship with people, all right? So there's no scripts to this. There's no words that you can say that will magically bring people into your downline, all right? You need to just give value. Just think about if you're going to connect with just one of your friends or like a family member. What do? You say like, hey, how's it going? It's been a while, or you look awesome, or something. Just any compliment at the start, just to like build a relationship at the beginning, okay? And when you talk about what you do, and we'll talk about your struggles, and just open up a little bit, it's going to open up the gap to you getting invited into their world and you being able to invite them to your opportunity, all right? So just remember that you need to build a relationship. I wish I knew this when I first started, because I did end up wasting like so much time just prospecting people with just stupid scripts and stupid tactics, because I learned the wrong methods, and these methods are frankly not working anymore. And people's, like I said in the last episodes, people's resistance are going up. All right, so we're literally in the age of attention. If you're just trying to like cold prospect people, you're gonna get the wrong attention from them. They're gonna be so negative about it that they're just gonna ignore you. They're gonna block you, or they're just gonna like give you a toxic message back. All right. So you really want to grab their attention by giving them a compliment, or giving curiosity, or showing curiosity in what they do, because it's frustrating, because I just know that so many network marketers are out there just pitching their products and their links and their opportunity to just anyone all over the internet, but they're not doing themselves any good. They continue to do it, but they're not attracting people to them, and they're not building a massive following. But they don't realize that. They don't realize that they can make a massive change to their business if they start marketing and giving value to people. And just remember that when you do give value to people, and when you educate them on what you do and what they could do for whatever career they're in, as you're educating them, you're pre-qualifying them. All right? You're qualifying them as a prospect. And when you do qualify them as a prospect, they're more inclined to join you, and they're more, essentially they're more qualified. They have the ability to join you, and they're not going to be a leecher. They're not going to just like ask you all the questions all the time. They're not going to stress, and they're not going to lean to you as your one-on-one mentor that is your project, okay? Because the big problem is when you go out and just talk to people and you invite them into your opportunity just like really quickly, they become a leecher and they become a project for you, because you're always trying to help them along the way, And even though is a relationship business, it shouldn't be like that where you're just like grabbing them along the shirt and just like pulling them along, okay? You want them to have some foundational knowledge before they join your downline, because then they become a true leader, okay? And that's what brings success and duplication. So I hope you guys learned a bit from this episode. This is cool. I'm happy I learned this a few months ago. Again, like, if I didn't learn this, I would have still been prospecting and nothing would have changed. So start implementing this, start giving value to people, and I promise it'll make a drastic change to your business. So hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye. Hey, thanks for watching today's episode. I hope you learned something new. If you would like to learn how you can automate and fast track your network marketing business using simple, innovative tools on the internet, hop over to michaelfavaloro.com to get your 100% free 4-day masterclass. See you in tomorrow's episode.